if you were to travel, train,
this is New
car,
Jersey.
skies.
It's car. It's
Get
just
in the
like
car.
California, right?
Isn't this the worst place to drive in the country?
And by the way,
Oh.
Jim, on the gas, I left Mahwah, New Jersey today. The gas was $2.79 a
Oh,
gallon.
wow.
Yeah.
Well under $3 a gallon.
Well under, yep,
When was
$2.79.
the last time you saw that?
10 years ago.
Yeah. And if for those of you in the rest of the country, if you don't know, you don't pump your own gas here in New Jersey.
You do
It
not.
drives me crazy.
Just
Does it?
another wonderful thing about New Jersey, Dave, that is
She
so
likes it.
fantastic.
I
love it.
absolutely hate it.
Why?
Why? Just
One,
say
you
it.
have to wait for them to come over. I'm not a patient man. I'm in a
It's not a
hurry. I
long
got
wait.
places to go. And two, I feel like, what? It's tipping culture? Do I have to tip this guy to
No,
pump gas?
No, you
No.
don't have to tip. You don't have to pay extra. It's free. It's free. Just take the gift. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Just
if
enjoy
I'm
it.
sorry. This is one of the worst.
A funny thing about
Things
that,
about New Jersey.
I live up in Mahwah where I got the gas this morning, right?
Yeah.
And that's on the New York state line. And in New York, you have to pump your own gas, of course,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
You get these people coming in to the New Jersey gas station and they start pumping the gas and the attendants come up to them and go, "Stop! Don't pump the gas." And they just put up their hands sometimes like they think they're being robbed.
Oh no.
It's the Jersey way, whether Dave likes it or not.
Usually they don't work until they come over and scan a card. So usually you cannot. All right, let's talk a little politics though, because that's kind of what marks this shift. Although we're always politics right now. I mean, in the Trump administration, things are always politics. We just talked about the J.D. Vance interview. And to me, this is all about the succession plan. Who carries the MAGA throne after Trump is gone? If he's gone, is it J.D. Vance at this point?
Look, it's about two dates. It's about 26 and 28. It's about the midterms in 26, and it's about Vance, who has to replace, Trump can't run. He's term limited again, right? Unless there's another move that's going to shock us. But nonetheless, for the moment, he's
Dave
not
looks
there.
skeptical.
I'm very skeptical
Right.
about 28.
Yeah.
Go
But
ahead.
so on the 26th, for firmer control with the Republicans control both the House and the Senate, of course, right? And this is going to be the team play right now between Trump and him. You're going to see them really cooperate on this 26 effort right now. But one of the problems is really the National Guard deployment issue, right? Because this, yes, it's political, right? And by the way, Democrats have done this thing at local levels. Hochul, the governor of New York, brought in the National Guard to police the subway, right? When there's a heinous crime somewhere, even a mayor in a town or a big city, stuff like that, they flood the area with police and stuff. Yes, it's police. Sometimes it's elevated to the National Guard. But what you're facing is on this thing, I don't understand the hypocrisy, right? They picked Washington to do it. Los Angeles, they're meddling with it. And they're talking about New York and Chicago, right? But why aren't they talking about where gun violence is the highest? It's in the top 10 states are all Trump states.
Louisiana, I
red
believe.
state.
is high on
Louisiana
that
leads
list,
the
a
country,
red
right?
state.
And by the
Yeah.
way, that violence is a
point.
case where look, were they shooting alligators and missed and hit a human? It's a problem. It's a problem there. So why aren't the delegation of National Guardsmen, if you're going to use this principle and defend this principle, realize the hypocrisy in this,
But
right?
you're asking this rhetorically, right? Because we know why they're not shining a light on those other
Yeah,
cities.
of course.
Right.
Yeah, of course. But anyway, on the 28th thing, you're seeing Vance here. I think what Allison said before was really spot on. He's a very appealing candidate in terms of presentation purposes. He doesn't look like a nut. He's got a calm presence, and he's reasonable. And by the way, his experience in the Senate that could make him a president is about the same amount of experience that Obama had as a senator, right?
What about his attempt to sort of rebrand the big, beautiful bill as the working families tax cut? Is that going to fly?
It'll fly if the economy rises collectively. We had 3.5% economic growth in the last quarter, half a point over, and that's a significant thing than the 3% they were forecasting, right? But the biggest thing is if you're going to try make MAGA acceptable, brand this as a tax cut for the middle class, stuff like you're going to be running in a tar pit to do that, really, because people are going to look at the big issue, right? The big issue. The big issue is the overall economy here. And, you don't know yet, even for this year, where there's two races for governor in New Jersey and Virginia, whether that's going to help the Republicans in both of these elections, right? Because look at these numbers, right? it's auguring pretty well for him. The tariff stuff not really hitting right now. In
Nope.
fact, they say it might even be helping a little bit. So
Yeah.
you
Markets
don't
are at
really
all-time
know.
highs, and GDP looks awfully healthy as well.
Yeah.
Allison, you were
Yeah.
saying?
Well, I mean, I just remember when Republicans used to not like a big add to the deficit. I'm old enough to remember when a $4 trillion addition to the debt and deficit was a no-go for them. And so I remember at Fox, one of the things that, the commentators used to say was, we're running up the credit card bill for our kids and for our grandkids. They will have to pay the bill. At some point, this will come due. I don't hear them saying that now, but the big budget bill adds $4 trillion over 10 years by all economists' estimates.
Yeah. I mean, who knew that the Republicans, small government advocates, are now the big government defenders?
Look, I think deficit concerns are gone as a political issue on both sides of the aisle. Can we agree on that?
Yeah,
Seems like
think
it.
it's at the astral plane of incomprehensibility for most people, honestly, right?
Mhm.
The middle
Yeah.
class and all that. Honest to God, it's just.
All right,
Yeah.
Jim McQueeny, thanks for weighing in. Thanks for being here at the table this morning. We hope you have a great holiday weekend.